Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry.
Video is on. It's all good. It's all good. That was a good chat. Good
Flash,
chat
show me
that
your
you
penis.
could have experienced if you subscribed to our channel for the. It's Father's Day weekend, so we'll say the low price of $94.99.
Father's Day, fathers.
Yeah.
Look, in honor of all fathers, someone's showing me their penis tonight.
I'll do it.
But that's not
I'll do
till
it.
the
He
after
said that
show.
so fast. I'll do it.
Thanks, Noah. I'm glad you're old enough now.
Oh God!
Yeah,
that's
we've
so...
got that now.
Why
so
you
we
have
don't
to do
worry
that
about it.
shit? Always gotta
always-
go there. You always
This
has
has always
to
been
go
a
there.
joke, but-
Hey, Damien, reel us in. Reel us in.
Reel us in. It's too late. I've lost control already. We've been going on.
You zoom in on it.
So what we're saying is Jeff is a cougar.
Jessica. Oh yeah.
He likes for younger ones.
He's a puma.
French cougar.
Say it's like,
Yeah, he's a
why does
mountain.
everyone
Yeah,
like it?
Alexa,
The
how do you
lynx.
say mountain lion?
He's a fisher cat.
What's that? Yeah.
all right, we are playing D&D. That's right. That's what we came here for, right, guys? Couldn't remember there for a minute, but
Maybe.
5 or 6 years now.
are we on? Are we live?
Yeah. Oh no, we're good. We're good.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Our subscribers
Freezing
just
up.
got a little freebie, a little taste. We gotta.
Yeah, a little taste of the magic behind the curtain.
Whew! Just magic.
Right.
So
All right.
much magic.
We are back after what seems like it's been 3 or 4 months since the last time we gamed. That's what it feels like. But yeah, we are back and ready to go. Our party is in the bowels of a great pyramid. So as your where we last saw our adventurers, they were delving deep into Sinment's pyramid. You guys had made your way down and fought a few things and had to scour the rooms and search these, amongst the biting insects and the stinging insects, looking for keys and other, ways to get through this place, as it appears that this is not going to be an easy trek. You guys have, just objectifying you. Don't worry, we all do it. But you guys have made your way into the temple, searching for your Sinmet, hoping to find your way out of the domain of dread that you're in, allied with a lizard man wizard, lizard wizard as it were, and yeah. So you guys have found last we saw our adventures. You guys had made your way through that disgusting bug pit, found a couple of keys you're hoping to make your to open these large wells. They're numbered, and you found the keys that you think correspond with these locks, and that's kind of where you guys are at now. You had just found those keys. You had fought some scarabs that were attracted to magic, were trying to eat your magic items, but you were able to fend them off, and now sit in that room with the wells, holding these keys, ready to move forward.
Yeah.
Any questions, concerns, constructive criticisms?
Is there any teleportation circles to get us out of here?
None. And you've actually found, that brings up a point, that it appears that travel in this pyramid is quite restricted, as Gideon tried to summon his weapon to him, and though he felt the presence of it, the connection, the bond, it was as if something was blocking it from teleporting to his hand.
I'm gonna try it
So we
every
spent-
minute. Just subtly. Why isn't this working? Sorry.
So we spent a decent amount of time or effort determining that even the magic shit we still have with us is no go in that chamber.
That was the.
It's-
I thought it was the
it's-
scarabs.
Yeah,
The scarabs
on
that
the
were
scarab.
attracted.
Yeah, it was just the scarabs that were unaffected by magic.
They were unaffected by your magic, yeah, and they were hunting your they were trying to devour your magic items. They were swarming you and trying to eat your magic items, and then when they went after Usk, they were actually trying to they were feeding on his arcane energy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, less about our
Okay.
items, more about the scarabs.
About trying to stop my magic drawing, you could say.
Gideon, loot the scarabs.
Loot this.
It's
Can I get a
not
reminder
worth
of
the time.
what the sayings were on all the wells, or both the wells?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, because
sure
there were a
can.
couple doors. They were all trap doors. So
Yes.
then we got
Yeah,
the keys and we realized, all right, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
I'm like
I can tell
30
you what this,
second
the room
delay.
you're in now. Yeah, no worries. That room you're in right now, the big circular room, is you know, there's ancient hieroglyphs, about 70-foot in diameter, 20 or 30-foot high ceilings, two large 20-foot wide wells dominate the center of this room. Both are covered with huge stone slabs. There are 4 steel braziers, each one covered in thick layer. Remember, you lit those and it opened the door. In the hieroglyphics, you guys were able to decipher some of the sayings. The word on the walls said, "Let there be light." And the ceiling directly above the northernmost well reads, "They shall eat your flesh." And the one directly above the southernmost well reads, "It shall steal your breath." The numbers on the north are 1 and 9, and the numbers on the south are 8 and 0. You guys found a multiple amount of, like, basically found 0 through 9. You found 10 keys with numbered 0 through 9.
So the first message sounds like, the braziers being lit up, like lighting those up revealed whatever. The other one sounds like undead or poison gas or something, like traps in those wells. Nothing good.
All right, I'm sorry. Didn't we found a bunch of them, but we didn't find all the numbers we need, right?
No, you did eventually because you
got
sent
more.
the snake in.
Oh,
He
because
sent his snake in.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Sorry.
No, we're good. It's slowly coming back to everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know
And
it
there's
feels like
3
it's been forever.
Yeah.
3 possible points of leaving this room. There's another door that opened, and then there's the 2 wells, or is there just the 2?
No, just the 2 wells. You guys found a secret room that was
Yeah, we
filled
were
with
gonna-
bugs.
We were
that-
gonna move on from the wells, and then all the doors we checked led to
We're
nothing.
trapped.
That's when we
They
were
were all
okay.
trapped.
Fuck. We have to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
found 2
I
doors
tried
that literally just led to traps. A
Yeah.
secret door that led to the bug room with the keys, and that had no exit. So yeah, you see no exits.
I'd rather
How
fight
many
back towards,
wells,
like, the Sphinx and stuff.
and we have all the pieces now.
What
think-
well's the right choice, though?
I don't know. But
I'm voting against the one that sounds like poison and for the one that sounds like dead.
I agree, but I think perhaps a bubble preemptively either way could be a good case if gas does come out or all the oxygen is pulled from the room. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry for the rest of y'all, but I don't give a shit about poison.
You go first.
Fair.
So I can ritual cast Liam's tiny hut, just like us
Even
can.
just like
Oh,
over
you can
here.
do this as well.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a great spell. But we could have that to dive into if the room fills with poison or something, or just start with half the party waiting in that while we crack the seal on this thing.
Yeah.
A great idea for a variety of reasons. We can see out of it, and we don't know how this will play out, but anyone could take a quick tuck in there and technically can't be seen while they can still see. So I'm all for it. Let's pick a great strategic location.
Let's go right between the 2 wells in the middle. I don't know. We could cast we could have 2 huts.
We should do probably one on either side of the room. Maybe Bungo,
By-
you do one, and Usk, you do
By
one
the,
on the other
by
side.
the stairs and the doorway.
Yes. Should be.
I volunteered to be
Why
in
not?
one.
I volunteer to help with opening a well.
All right, let's do it. Start your spells.
Yep.
Ren, help me with the keys.
Yeah, 10 minutes pass. You guys have 2 domes of energy around. One on the west and one on the east side of this room.
I'll go over with the Lizard Man.
Okay.
Ren, I think it only feels natural.
not
that you and
entirely
I are
sure
the
where
ones
I
to do this.
should be. We going north or south?
North was take your breath away. Is that right?
I think
North
south
was, yeah. North was they shall eat your flesh.
Flesh.
South is it shall steal
Oh,
your
okay.
breath.
Okay, so I think north.
All right, one more sec.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we can see out of these.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have the
Absolutely.
javelin of lightning in my hand. In case anything pops out of these, I'm fucking launching that thing at anything that's evil outside
Okay.
of Ren.
Okay.
And is there how many keys are on each well? I forget. Is it 3 or 4 or 2?
2.
2.
On the north is
Oh, really?
on the north it is 1 and 9. On the south it's 8 and 0.
Okay. So 1 and 9.
Who's doing
I'll
it?
grab 1.
All right. I'm gonna unlock 1.
Like
And,
the
you
number
know,
1 or 1? Like
Yeah.
you mean like okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
unlock
Yeah, you stick your
the
key in there
one
and twist,
titled 1. Yeah.
and you hear like a loud kind of. It takes a little effort. You hear a loud like it sounds like stone on stone.
Did it
Nothing happened.
click? Did it set?
You just heard that
Nothing
kind of.
happened.
It sounds like
Okay.
stone slide against stone. Yeah, like a for
Okay.
kind of sound.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. It's only half a lock. That makes sense. I don't understand how they made ancient locks with stone, but I get where they're going. So I'm gonna hop over to 9.
Okay.
Ask guidance
And
on
right
him before he does the second one. Yeah.
Okay. As you
it's
twist the key,
number 9.
yep, you hear the same sound.
I take it didn't unlock the well.
It didn't like the lid is still on it.
But it's a stone lit slab, right?
Yeah. Can the stone slab? Is it somehow more movable? And I may not have the strength to
So
tell.
no one's
but-
tried to move it.
I got this.
All right.
Bungo, you can't leave the dome.
Bungo. Oh wait,
Let
that's
Lana
right.
do it.
Mine.
Hey, I need a strong hand.
Go help him out. Come on, Alana.
Are you looking at me?
Really?
You're in the other
All right,
one.
I guess.
Ah,
I guess.
fine.
Hey, send the one out.
Fucking Lizard Man. I was really hoping to put you in front of me. And I'm gonna step out of the dome.
No,
Okay.
I'm already beat you.
Oh shit.
All right.
I'll give it a push.
What's your
Yeah,
strength?
see if you could move this thing. See
I
if
don't
it's.
know,
even if
dude.
it's
I'm
loose,
not
see if it's
real.
jiggling.
20 is my strength.
You go, you give it, and you can kind of, like, you can tell it's not connected, but you can't move it on your own. You definitely like,
I'm gonna
you
throw
know,
my
you
back
think
out.
you're gonna need some help.
Yeah.
I'll get over there. Start helping.
What the
What's your
I
strength?
can't.
Big guns.
My strength is 8.
Yo,
just helping.
Surprisingly enough, that little bit, that he kind of adds to it is enough for it to start to.
I think Gideon just kicks into second gear.
Memnox
Yeah,
yeah, helping
exactly.
too.
You slide it
fucking
ever so,
great.
slide it before finally, it kind of just dips off the thing a little bit. It's still like hanging halfway as it hits the, edge, but it's open. And as you look down, you see darkness. There's no light. If you have no dark vision, you don't see anything down there except at the very way far down there, you see like a flicker of light. You could probably guess it's around 100 feet or so because it's pretty far and you don't know what it is, but just the tiniest little flicker of light coming from something down there.
Does my tremor sense pick anything up within 10 feet? Like, so I'm not just like because I got that.
Yeah. Actually, you feel the hum and buzz and of bugs.
I'm
10
gonna
feet into the darkness.
grab Bones and just like push him back, not aggressively, not like before, but more defensively in case a swarm comes up, and stand back for a second. Just wait for it. See if anything
Should I get the
happens.
fuck out of here?
At this point, you see like a couple like centipedes and beetles crawl up and like biting flies. They don't swarm out by any means, but you can kind of listen, hear the slight buzz of the sounds of insects and kind of coming from down there.
Gross. Do we know? It's super dark. I've got my lantern, but that ain't gonna do shit.
Oh, you have a
Anyone who
bullseye
knows-
lantern. Actually, out of all of the lanterns, that's probably the best one, as you could. in
Yeah.
theory.
Can I dip it down? But like, again, realistically, can I see the bottom? How deep is it? 60 feet deep?
So you do not see the bottom. You light up you light up the whole tunnel. As you see about 50 feet down the tunnel, the whole tunnel lights up, and you see it's just swarming with insects, flying and crawling. I mean, just swarming.
Fucking
It does go
gross.
deeper. It appears to open up. You can see about 10 feet past the bottom of this, and it opens up into what appears to be an open area, though you can't see the floor yet at the 60 feet. So the well appears to be about 50 feet deep, and then you can see about 10 feet further, but it's still just like open area.
I'll have Memnock fly up and grab the lantern from him, and just float down a little bit till we can see the floor and but not going too far, still keeping in sight of us, but just giving us a little bit extra reach down there.
Also, can I, while they're doing this, get out my rope and, I don't know, maybe wedge a hand axe in the stone and create like a pivot point so we can.
Yeah. So as you go down he goes a bit. I'm sorry. You said what now? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Mine's do bones.
You're good. He's setting up a rope.
Oh,
for us.
getting his rope ready. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You can
like-
absolutely get that up. Like tied up or like ready to drop down.
Yeah, well, ready to anchor, while this is happening. I mean, first off, Gideon doesn't like Memnock, so he does something else.
Right. No, I get that. So as Mimnock goes down about 20 feet with it, he then sees the light kind of hits the bottom of the floor. It appears the well is about 50 feet, and then about 30 feet from the bottom of the well is the floor. So it opens up into some sort of room. But as he's sitting there, he's starting to get swarmed by these insects.
Yeah.
Can he make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
He sure can. Give me about 30 seconds
Yep.
while I pull up his stats.
Alana's gonna
And I'm
lean
just like
out
right
of,
on Bone's shoulder. Like, what's
I'm gonna lean out of the hut that I'm in.
Yep.
Shit ton of bugs.
And can we just throw some fire down there already? Bugs.
I am 100% on her
I
side.
mean, it
with
sounds
this
good to
one.
me. I don't
Oil,
don't happen to have
and
any.
we've got. Oh, hey, come on. We've got. All right. Yeah, now we're talking. But like, I'm willing to sacrifice an oil vial or two, unless maybe that's useless compared to Usk.
9.
Usk and I can-
All right. You take 15 points of. He takes 15 points of piercing damage as he is swarmed. No, I'm sorry. 12 points of piercing damage.
I will, because I am a Pact of the Chain Warlock. I'll use my reaction to grant him resistance to the damage, so he'll take 6.
Okay.
And then I'll use my action and bamf him back out.
Okay.
Up to the platform with us.
Does my lantern just drop down there?
Technically,
okay.
it says he can have what he's carrying in his pocket dimension, but that's up to Damien if the bullseye lantern is too big for that to be technically something he's carrying.
I also feel like that's for a first level spell to be able to hide anything in an unattainable pocket dimension seems
Yeah, it's pretty good.
ridiculously overpowered.
That's why Find Familiar is the best fucking spell ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it is.
exactly, but it's
So
a
I built
first
the
level
whole
spell.
character around it.
Um,
No, I don't. Yeah, either way is fine.
Okay.
sure, he
Okay,
can take it. He can take it with him. Yeah, he'll take it with him. We'll figure that out.
If not, he could probably just fly out. He has enough movement.
That
you know,
that
so.
I
Doesn't
was
matter.
going to try something if that didn't work, but don't matter.
No, he's able to get out of there. Yeah.
I'm really leaning towards Usk trying to try something because I feel like this is a Usk trial. This is a task built for Usk, right?
Oh,
If you're
Yeah,
thinking
kill a
of,
fucking shit ton of bugs so we can go down there.
I can
get my
help you
lantern
out
back.
too. I can send fire down there at low level spells, like just bamfing or spamming fire down there. If you and I want to do that,
let's take a few.
Go for it.
I got some oil, if that even matters, fellas.
Do I have oil?
How wide, like,
20
is
foot
the?
diameter.
Ah, that's just perfect. We're doing it.
Do it.
Of course you are. I think Ren
Fireball.
has suddenly
As you see, Usk begin to draw his arcane energies, fingers flare up with fire before he brings his hand together and shoots this beam of fire down. And as it hits its center of this well, the fire, kind of coalesces into a ball before exploding, basically filling most, if not all, of that well almost kind of perfectly as the fire shoots up. As you guys pull back a little bit, you can feel the wind behind you kind of suck you forward as all the oxygen in the well is absorbed and the air from above is kind of sucked down into the vacuum. It almost pulls you forward, and the smoke erupts up. But as you peer down into the smoky remains, there's no bugs really, as he has vanquished all of those bugs with his ball of fire for sure.
I'm guessing my rope
be
is
like,
fucked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I pull out another thing of rope.
Are the bugs just like incinerated, or are they just like cooked?
Yeah.
I'm just stuck to
Most
this.
are incinerated, though there are some like black charred bugs on the walls, and then like a bunch of them fall too, as you know, kind of like rain. But I would say 80% of them are just vaporized.
I'll just catch a few and just. Great source of protein, you know.
Starts eating some of the ones that were trying to escape as they were pouring out from the.
it's not
And
wrong,
whatever
it's just
whatever few that were left scatter from the smoke.
Lean out the door again. That was really awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Great job.
Before
let's,
Glad to be of
we
help.
go down, do we have any interest in opening the other one?
I feel like that's a tomorrow's problem, you know?
I
Let's
mean,
do
'cause-
one well at a time. I was concerned that this well wouldn't open until the other one was. But thanks to you muscly folk, especially you, Bones, we got that cracked right open. So I'm thinking we
It's like the
focus
SpongeBob thing.
one well at a time, right?
Yeah.
Anyone disagree?
agree.
And
I
mean,
agree.
I didn't mean to step on your...
No, I agree.
Anyways.
I just wanted to put it out there.
All right, so what's the easiest way for all of you guys to get me down there safely?
push it.
Well, you remember the last word I said?
Safely for you. No, yeah.
Bones, you got that rope?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I can climb a rope, but, you know.
I'm gonna just start tying it around Ren's waist.
Okay.
You know, let's throw it over. I want to like wedge one of my hand axes It's like that stone lid didn't fall all the way off, right?
No, it's like hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I was like, create a pivot point so anchoring it isn't as hard. You know,
Mm-hmm.
throw it over there, tie him off. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Loop it
You guys have a
around my
rope hanging
waist.
down.
I'll be the anchor point for whoever wants to go down.
I don't mind.
I mean, yeah. Send someone first, but I'll go second.
I'll go third.
I'm going down first, I guess.
There
I'll
it
wait
is.
with you again.
Who's going down first?
Usk.
Okay. You climbing down, right? Like the ladder or the rope. Sorry.
Yep.
So as you make your way down, you kind of slide. How long is the rope?
This one's 50.
So, well, you're gonna lose about 10 feet with all the tying, so it doesn't make it all the way down. By itself.
Good point that I hadn't considered.
Wait,
do I have
how
another one? I
far?
might have two.
You guys, with the 10 feet away, you're probably a good 40 feet from the bottom, from the
Jesus.
very bottom.
Anyone else
It's
have
about
rope?
80.
Someone else have rope, right?
I have
Feel
I
enough
have
there.
rope. I have rope.
Yeah, so we'll tie them
Right.
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have just enough. So as you make your way down, about 50 feet down, you kind of come in. You see the light getting brighter. There's some sort of fire in there that is creating light as it's flickering. As you make your way down,
Damn.
and you kind of emerge from the bottom of this well, you see this huge chamber. Is quite large. It's about 90 feet wide. There's two alcoves. Wait a second. Already done this. So there's two alcoves. To the north and the west, two alcoves to the north and west, both provide doors leading away from this area. Both doors are flanked by a pair of 15-foot tall statues. The statues to the north depict humans with heads of birds, while the statues to the east depict humanoids with heads of jackals. There are 4 iron braziers spread around the room. The northeastern is currently lit, casting bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light in another additional 30. So that's where that light was coming from. Resting upside down next to the southwestern brazier is a 2-foot wide hunk of stone carved to look like a snake's head. Judging by the jagged edge at its neck, it seems to have been part of a much larger statue.
Did you intend to move us over and roll 20?
I did move you over, I thought. I didn't?
No, we're still in the well room.
Oh, no, I haven't moved you over there yet. No. Because
Oh.
nobody's been down there yet. Yep. I'm sorry. So are you going all the way to the floor, I'm assuming?
I'll have a quick extra look around. I'll make sure there's nothing on the immediate where I'm landing threat.
You feel like a little weight hit your shoulder, and then you hear my voice just go, just looking. I'm just looking.
Yeah, you see the same.
Yep. I'm just gonna assume what he sees is basically what I see.
Mm-hmm.
You just see my snake kind of crawl through my clothes
What's your heartbeat like?
and kind of
Can I see- can I
flicking
hear-
its tongue.
Oh, never mind. Memnox too. He's messing with that thing.
My heartbeat's alright. This is my shit. I'm excited.
Do I feel the
That's
weight
what I was-
go off the rope?
He hasn't said he's gotten off. I'm
Okay.
assuming he's still kind of hanging about 15 feet above the.
Yeah,
Or-
I'm just having an extra look around, make sure there's no immediate threats as soon as I get off.
Check the floor.
But
Make sure you're not gonna step on a trap.
so you said there's like 4 or 5 brothers.
Yeah, but only one
Mhm.
is lit. The north. Yeah. Yep. There's only one lit.
I want to use a firebolt to light one of the others to properly illuminate.
As
the
you
room
hit
on
the
other
one,
side.
it does light up, but the one that is lit goes out.
All right, I'm sliding down this rope.
You can feel the rope somebody's coming down. You could feel it now as you're hanging there. As your feet hit the ground, you see smoke erupt from the floor in 3 spots as these wrapped creatures. They look like vaguely humanoid, wrapped in linen, though there's something really weird about the way they move. It's like everything, all their body parts seem to be almost not fully connected, as it's, it's not natural the way their body's moving. It's very fluid. As these things, they just erupt from the ground in these smoky puffs and begin to kind of shamble towards you. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Let's
go.
do this shit. Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'll move
just
everybody. I'll move
change.
you over here in a second. We'll.
I got a 17. I'll just put my in the turn order.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh. Hell yeah, good rolls.
All right, so I'll ask here who rolled what. All right, Ren.
25.
Damn.
Damn.
That was a nat 20 though.
Nice.
I wasted it.
Um,
I prefer to go after you guys.
Usk.
17. I've already changed it on the thing. Apparently I could do that.
Oh, okay, cool. Bungo.
10.
Oops, I put 1,010. Bones.
20.
Woohoo!
Gideon.
17
You probably have higher decks than me.
plus 1.
Alana.
Now, I do want to say she's the last one to go down the rope, and I rolled a 9, so I wanted to be last anyways because she's being really cautious. But
I mean, I'm last, but
Is that everybody?
I'm not
Yeah.
going down the
Thanks for
road.
holding it, but-
So, however, everybody but Noah and Usk will be like surprise round, basically, because you're not aware that anything's happening. But since you have Memnock down there, you will be. So, unless you have, if you have alert, then I'll still say that you can kind of pick up on the,
What's going on?
something is happening. So, Ren, do you have alert, or any kind of thing that means you're not?
I do not. I'm
Okay.
assuming I'm still on the rope.
Yep. Yeah, and you start to realize something's happening, but yeah, it's too late to kind of act on it. Bones, you though can, as you are aware that something
Yeah.
is going on.
Okay, so what do we think? Do I want to get down there, or I can see Usk, right?
No, you're on my
Yes.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I mean Bones, like from Bones's body.
Yes, because you're on the rope.
Yeah, or I'm still up, because Ren was next. But
Oh, okay.
so no, I guess I probably can't see him because it's still dark down there.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll get on the rope and start climbing down. If I have to, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold my action to cast Misty Step. And I'm gonna jump.
Okay. Can you hold a bonus action?
No, you're right, I can't. Shoot!
Jump. Just jump.
I believe
I can't
can
survive that.
fly.
Bones will die.
Pathfinder?
Bones
Point
will
of-
die.
Point of clarification. If someone jumps, do they take the damage at the end of their turn or at the beginning of their next turn?
So I've looked it up. You fall like in 6 seconds. You fall 100 and some feet. So it's gonna happen on you. If you were falling 500 feet, it actually might take you 2 rounds. But terminal, like you'll hit the ground. Yeah, you're within that 6 seconds. If you jump, you're gonna hit the ground.
Yeah.
I'm saying though that if someone hypothetically were to jump and it got to someone else's turn, that those turns are happening in the same 6-second window.
Yeah, but you're taking the damage before the next.
For the next
Yeah,
turn.
if you jump and you're within the
Oh, that's true.
300 feet, you're taking it before we go to the next turn. Yeah.
Well, okay,
Or-
then I'll just climb down as far
So
as
yes,
I
it
can.
happens on the character's turn that jumped.
Yeah. I'll climb down as far as I can until I'm like on top of Ren. And then
Oh
I'll
my.
guesstimate how much is left. No. Misty Step. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm just not in a good spot here. I'm just gonna Misty Step, but onto the rope. So I'll go under Ren and back
Yep.
onto the rope.
So climbing, you used. So it's half speed for climbing, so you can go 15 feet on a normal
Yep, and
thing.
then teleport
which would-
30 feet.
Yep. So that puts you at 45 feet. So you're about 35 feet above the ground.
Okay.
And yeah, you still technically have your action, I think.
Yeah, I still have my action, and can I see any of the creatures now that I'm down? Because there was a gap,
You're-
right? So I'd
yeah,
be like
you're
close to the ceiling.
You're 5 feet into the well, so where you're at, no, you can't see any of them actually. And
So
you're
I'll
actually
just-
right here, Osk. Sorry.
I'll just use
Go
my
ahead.
action then to dash and finish climbing down till I'm like, because then I'll be like 5 feet
Yep.
above the ground, right? And I can
So
just
you
jump
dash,
off.
you go another 15 feet. That puts you 20 feet above the ground.
Oh, you're right. For I forget it's half speed. God.
It's not easy to shimmy down an 80-foot rope into a
It's
battle.
not. No, it's not.
You could drop
No,
20
it's
feet.
not. I could, but I take double damage.
Well, you're not attuned to it anymore, are you?
Oh, you're right. I'm not. Good point. Yeah. All right. I'll jump.
Give me a dex
Yep.
saving throw.
God, I had that so ingrained in my brain because I was like, I can't forget about this. Like, if I do, I will definitely die. Acrobatics is a 7. No, 9.
All right, so you failed, so you take 8 points of
It's
bludgeoning
only 8
damage.
though, not 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo.
Yeah. As you hit the ground, you do see these creatures. You know now. Well, you already knew they were there, but you're actually in
Right
the
now, I'm
in it.
here. Sorry that took long. That was difficult
All right.
for some reason.
Oh,
All right,
I'm gonna
that's
say is
it though. I used all
you
my
messed
resources.
up my plan. God damn it.
Oops.
Hold on.
They're,
Sorry, I gotta move you.
they're all in a nice
Oh, yeah,
20-foot range.
Gideon. What order were you going in? Who was what order were you on the rope?
I'm last. I'm holding.
Okay.
I'm
Oh, you're holding it.
I'm anchoring.
And we're
the
skipping
rope.
your.
Yep.
Yeah, and I forgot you don't have. Yeah, so you realize something's happening, but same. So Usk,
Hurry up.
your turn.
Alright, so something I just noted. If I aim it just right, all of these guys are within a 20-foot area.
Yes, including
Back up a
you.
little. Yeah, I was like back up.
I'll,
a little.
I'll just take a step back.
Okay.
Where's switch tool? No. Grab. Take a step back, kind of hold Bones back for a second, and there was a area. I think.
Yeah, no, you got it. That's
Roundabout.
perfectly placed spell. Yep, well done. Go ahead and you can get them all.
There,
I just did it and found out. Yeah. Fireball.
Bible, because
All right, they have to make a dex save. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, well the first one made it because you rolled a 19 on die, but the rest of them, let me see what their dex is actually. Shit. Or what their dex saving throw is. They, 2 of them fail.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Damage is. Let's see, I'm upcasting this to level 4. So that's 33 points of damage.
So you see the fire blast and erupt in, and you see that it easily catches these things on fire. They seem to really are quite vulnerable to this fire. So yeah, that hurt them quite a bit. Oh, 66. The 2 at the farthest south are quite hurt. The other one who kind of was able to move out of the way slightly is still hurt. But not quite as bad.
Let's see my action. And
So-
I don't have a bonus action.
These guys are
But
more. hurt.
Yeah, the bottom two are more hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll kind of use the rest of my movement to circle around in front of Bones.
Okay.
Since he literally just, for one split second, I just see him.
So they you do see what you see underneath as it kind of erupts in the you see it's just like underneath the linings are just bugs swarming underneath it, and as they do, you see that the bugs are trying to like rewrap the creatures back up, and kind of the whole, like, you know, big holes blasted one, but the bugs kind of start to fill it in as they do seem to be kind of gaining back a small amount of their you know, light energy or whatever you want to call it, these bugs. But they are hurt, and they come charging at you or whatever. You, again, moving in kind of a weird, you know.
I'm ready to receive the ouchie.
And they come swarming at you. The two on each side of you is going to attack with their greatsword. Does a 20 hit? 30, 20.
With this. Yes, even if I do cast shield. Yeah.
You take 9 slashing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, could I still go through the act of casting shield even though it wouldn't affect it, but it will affect something else that I have?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course you can. Yeah.
I want to use the action to cast shield. It's not going to do anything, but it revitalizes my arcane ward.
Because you're
It
abjuration.
affects your AC for the rest of the round too. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so 9 slashing and a Constitution saving throw. When he casts shield, it's almost like it just repairs the already, you know, ward he has around him, strengthening. I can't say the words.
All it does
strengthening.
Was,
There it is.
It gains back double the spell's level health, so it gets 4 hit points back in shield.
Nice.
But they'll hit, but my shield takes 5 of that.
Did you roll a con
the
save?
ward's gone. Not yet.
Okay.
But the original piercing damage,
Doesn't. Okay.
5 of it takes for shield, and the rest goes to me.
Okay.
So
4.
And then con save. 13.
Okay, the next one is going to attack you. And he misses terribly with a nat 1.
Nice.
And then you see the one down here come and, like, you see, like, where its face would be, the wrappings open. It's just swirling bugs as it just vomits forth these bugs. I need you to make a Constitution saving thing. Yes.
Okay, better on that one. 17.
So you will take 11, 12, shit, 6 piercing, shitty. As you're able to kind of dip and dodge, and, you know, your thicker lizard skin is less, you're used to biting and stinging bugs. Okay, we are at Bungo. Anything to allow you to not be surprised? Okay.
He's already
Alana,
been
same-
surprised, right? Because we already went through one round.
No, we haven't even made it through the round yet. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the round.
Oh, you're right.
Yep. Alana,
Right.
can you be surprised?
Wow.
Okay. Then we're back at the top. With Ren.
All right, so I'm still on the rope. I can't see shit, right?
Yeah, you see fire erupt at the bottom, you hear booming sounds, you hear metal and clanking, yeah. And actually the last 30 feet of the rope is burned.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
It's just burning up the rope.
How far down can I
Slowly
get
coming
until
up.
it starts to feel? Yeah, it's like a fuse. I
I'm
start
sorry,
climbing
but
up backwards.
You gotta go back up.
Look, I got rope, but I don't think most humans are capable of tying a new rope onto a rope while they're hanging from it. Like,
It's very tough.
I know how to do it. But
Come on,
I
you can't tie a
don't
square knot.
You would wrap the
It's
rope
different,
around your
man.
foot, stand on the one, and
Yeah. It's kind of smart, but I don't. I think he's smart enough to know if he tries that, he's just gonna kill himself, right?
He is a rogue though. Like he's not no pushover.
All right, fuck it. I got no option, but yeah. All right. I'm gonna get down to some safe part of rope before it's too charred and all that.
it's half movement. So you would go 15 feet, which would put you. Yeah, you're right at the bottom. You're about 30 feet above the ground, but at the bottom of the rope.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like I can make this jump, but that's not my role. I mean, my role as a person, as a human being and a rogue, and I start tying my rope up. I'm gonna make basically. I want to try to make the sort of trucker's hitch mid-line, but then again with the other one, then
Okay.
link them and just tie it off.
Give me an
Yeah, so
acrobatic
it's-
check at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I will do that, sir. 16 and 16. Oh, double 16. So 20.
So yeah, you see Randy wraps
fuck
one
off.
foot around, stands on his stands on the rope that he's wrapped around his right foot with his left foot, and he just lifts himself up, and his hands are free as he wrenches around and cinches it up. You yeah, that would take your action. So you do have a bonus action left if you want to use it.
You know, this is gonna be weird. Can I dash?
Yeah,
Like,
yep,
in
another
an
15 feet
attempt
down.
to go- Yeah, I wasn't sure how dash would work with climb or
It does,
whatever,
it
but
works.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
then,
you dash down another 50. You basically slide, with your foot
Okay.
around it and slide down another 15 feet. All right, that is your turn.
That is my
Well
turn.
done. It's a productive round or turn. Bones.
Oh
You see,
boy.
Usk is surrounded here as these things are.
Yes, he's in a pickle. That's for sure.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna draw my sword. Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, because he stepped in front of you. Okay, so he's going to take an attack of opportunity as you move out of his threat ring. A 24 to hit, which probably doesn't actually hit you because you have a ridiculous
Does-
CC.
It does hit me barely.
Oh
If I
shit!
use
Okay.
shield, if I use shield, it wouldn't. But I'm gonna save it.
Okay. So 10 slashing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. It reaches, lunges out, and you see its arm stretches further as it's just bugs basically, as it just kind of its weird misshapen body.
8 on the con save.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. What are you doing?
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you feel burning sensation where that cut hit. And you look down and there's ichor
Yeah.
bubbling
Not
around the
good.
wound.
I'm gonna use my sword, which is the Sword of the White Rose. I'm gonna use its special ability, which is basically I make grasping vines, like the spell.
Okay.
So it's a 20-foot square. They need to make a strength save. Or
Does
they're
it affect?
restrained.
Does it not affect your allies, or does it affect everybody within the range? Because if you want to hit all three, you would have to get Usk in it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do it at an angle.
Yeah, so you can hit
Um,
two
I know
of them.
you want
So I
to.
can hit the two on his Usk's left side, if that makes sense.
The far side from you, or closest to you?
Far side for me.
Okay. And what's the
It's a-
save?
It's a strength saving throw.
Does it say what DC by chance?
I think it uses my DC. So
Okay.
that would be 17.
One of them did make it. One of them failed terribly. So the
Okay.
one down here made it. The one on the south side or whatever.
Okay, so the one that failed is restrained. Until the spell ends, he can use his action to make a check to try and free himself.
Okay. Cool.
And it
Taking away their action
is-
economy.
Yeah. I don't believe it's concentration because it's
It's from a
anything
weapon.
about it and it's from the weapon. So, so that's my action. Bonus action. Bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usk.
Yeah, honestly, I buck back, and I will take the opportunity attacks
3.
as I run back.
I rolled a nat 2 on the second one, and
I'll use reaction.
okay, so 11 slashing, or minus whatever your ward takes from that.
So
I
it
need
would
you to
only
make a-
take 4 off it. So 17. This seems to be hitting them really hard, kind of hurting them. So I'm gonna center a fireball off to the side.
Yep, that'll hit them all.
Trying to hit them all, not bones, or I'm trying to avoid burning the rope as well if I can, if that's possible.
Not where they're no, they're right in the rope, like the rope. Yeah, right underneath the rope.
It's okay. Just let it
I hate to
happen.
keep burning the rope, but it's the best thing for this opportunity. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage, and
roll
they
away.
all failed their saving throw. I rolled the highest I rolled was a 10, like with their bonus. So
That's 30 points of fire damage.
as the
On that
again
one.
another, you feel actually in all honesty you hit fucking red because he's only 15 feet above the ground and it's a spear. But in all fairness, I will let you change that if you want because he's not on the map where he should be. So you would know that it's going to hit him. What?
Okay. Yeah.
I got good saves. High dex. I hate to meta out here, but I say fucking go for it. It's just rope, mate.
Do you know?
You got
Does
more rope
did Usk see
somehow.
him?
That's the thing. Do I see him? Because I don't have.
You don't
that
see him,
with-
then
I'm
You-
15 feet up.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. I mean, it's possible you don't see him.
you're also being attacked by mummies. So
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a deck save at
Sorry,
disadvantage
buddy, but-
though, because you are dangling from a rope, which makes it fairly hard to dodge. So
All right, so dex save at, I'm sorry, disadvantage.
correct, correct, as you
All
are
right.
hanging from a rope.
First one is a 26. Second one is a 14.
Total 14.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that does not make it. So you will take how much? 30 fire damage
It's
as
30.
it erupts this fire. But and as you kind of
Can I
you
can
fall,
I-
it's
what
only
is it,
15 feet.
evasion,
So
uncanny touch? What's my thing that cuts dex?
evasion.
Oh, it's
so
auto- he automatically takes half, even if he fails.
yeah, you succeed. When you succeed, you instead take half. If you
Okay, well then
when you
15
fail,
damage.
you instead take half. If you succeed, then you take nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so again,
the restrained guy also should have disadvantage on his dex save.
yeah, it does. They're dead. It doesn't
Okay.
matter if it's-
Okay.
Yeah. So this explosion of fire erupts. What you're able to
It's
do is you actually let go. Yeah, exactly. You let go and just cover. You know that's your best bet, and you know as you drop and hit the ground, covering your vitals. You know your eyes, your face, your chest, as the blast erupts around you. So you take 15 points of damage, and as the smoke clears, you see there's nothing remains. No
To Ren and just start patting you out.
pat
a
down
little.
mount.
And-
We are out of
Fuck! What the?
No.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
combat.
fine. It's you
Bungo!
beat it without
Another
my
one
help.
dropped off.
Now that we're out of combat, all right. So for myself and say, I believe in.
Say what?
Trust me. I'm
You're gonna
tackling
tackle him?
Tackling Gideon into the
Flash
rope.
is on the rope, right? Flash is still on the rope. All right,
Yes.
trust me.
That you're holding him, but you hear Alana, as you're going,
I wanted to tackle Gideon.
You want to tackle him because Gideon's not holding the rope anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit you! Hit you!
Head roll underneath. So
kind of a excitement as they need you to make another Constitution save throw. You feel your body kind of starting to fight. You're starting to feel like clear from your body.
Immune system's not near.
I'm gonna cast light on my
With that
mace
plenty of
because
time.
I'm sick of being.
But all the time.
I
Yo,
should
can
have.
Memnock
But
give me my
Yes.
coming down and seeing some.
It lights up and it lights this room up. And can everybody stars?
Yeah.
These are the statues with the bird heads. The one in this one here is the one that's burning. The one to extinguish.
Then what happened with
with my tiny staff. And
I just
be
remember
like,
that-
How are you feeling? Does anyone need a little boost?
What is this
It's
energy
not for
drink?
1 hour. It needs it.
One hand burning as she like lets go. She's gonna cast burning hands and everything's already dead.
Protect your vital.
I need to say, like, I need to love it.
Happens after that eruption of act. What do we even?
Everybody's dead, and I'm.
A much larger statue.
I'm sorry, can you...
So
And nothing needs to be said. It's just a dirty. Not looking at it for your like.
Start looking at these statues.
Saving throw.
Alright.
Step back, the floor gives way, and you've caustic liquid as your body.
Okay. I'm casting fly.
Begin to burn and boil and bubble. Damn.
By the way, if I had the orb,
Rolled
I
pretty
would beat that
fucking
already.
good. 27 acid damage.
Okay. I like words as soon as we're like dripping, rusted, and like poison and acid. Ow.
Blisters and looks rough.
Part of his eye, like the
Damn.
watch his hair in months.
Oh yeah, and he's got the yeah, you're back out of it. So I will.
Stays just floating for a while before he lands. Just like
Did somebody?
Come on.
I get it. Yeah, dripping acid.
I'm gonna run over and say whoa. Do that.
God, you don't.
bones.
He breathed in the
One
fumes,
time,
you know.
one time I got trapped in an RV.
How'd you
Like, probably.
Yeah.
We were taking it out.
Nice. Ugh.
So yeah, you come.
For bones.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Oh.
His face starts getting.
You don't have to look at my face skeleton anymore. Thanks.
Hey,
You're
let's be.
I'm gonna just
wasn't I?
invest.
pounds. Like it's a large statue's snake heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, I mean,
Yellows.
some of it. But then but every now and then you'll get a phrase in different areas. You see that there is a kind of a repeating thing that says in hieroglyphics. It says, "Let there be light, but only if the light allows it."
One. I'm gonna try lighting up the different braziers. And
So as you hit this one down here, over here extinguishes, and then you hit this one. Every time you light one, it puts out the other ones.
one up and
50 fucking casts of firebolt went out.
maybe we have to light all the. It does light shall guide us if it allows on the walls.
Yeah, let there be light, but only if.
It's worth a shot. I would like to statues.
With your perception, you pushed, meant to knock whoever back into the beard.
So, kind of more prevalent in this religion that's here. From what I know, it does fit. Look, what was the other head? are the statues?
Birds.
Yeah.
Birds. What is any in the text or anything I read up or learnt about this religion? Does birds come up at any point, or something that
No,
represents it?
and you no, nothing of particular. I mean, they do believe, like, that they oftentimes depict their deities and things as like these hybrid, so it's not surprising to you. However, you know that, those one creatures you actually saw are jackal headed, so
Yeah.
they do appear to be some sort of like more prominent.
Alana goes over to one of the far braziers and she's making ready to light it with her stuff, whether it's the torch or flint or something. But
Mhm.
come over here. Whoever's gonna light the others.
Yeah, I have like a lighter that I made.
I'll move down to the south one that I'm closest to.
Okay.
Pull out my.
I'll stay in the middle.
I'm gonna light this one.
Yeah, Bones is ready to be the fifth element.
So you guys are all and you guys are gonna light them at the same time.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of ignite your light sources or shoot your magic or whatever you're using, you're lighting it with the torches. They all kind of erupt into fire, and as they do, they kind of erupt, like kind of push you back a little bit, almost like a bonfire for a second before you see the northern door. You hear a grinding sound as it slides open or kind of pivots open. Remember, these doors open in the center, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Like it spins like this, so it pivots, revealing a hallway to the north.
All right. Now we're in
I
business.
think we got another toast for our.
Oh,
He froze at the
he
perfect.
froze. I was like,
We got a
Face was
toast.
Perfect.
We're on a cliffhanger.
It was all
Toast.
No, I managed to get a quick capture of where you throw.
Ah, yes.
nice.
Come on, Bungo. Step behind
you're
me.
good. You're back.
We're leading this in.
You're back.
Like that. Check
Oh, also,
for-
I would have said that obviously Ren too when you were investigating everything on that the other door that didn't open. You notice there's a large prominent key hole.
Ooh. Is there a number?
Can I show-
This one down here. No number on it. Just
Um,
so as Ren, as you kind of you peer down there real quick. We'll just pause for a second as you walk up to the door and peer down. You see that, yeah, there's a hallways going down. It ends in what appears to be a door at the far end. You see about 40 or 50 feet down, there's a passage going to your right and to the left. And then about 20 feet from there is another passage going right and left. And then about 20 feet from there is a door. So it's like a hallway with passages going off on each side and a door at the far end.
the broken statue off to the side.
Mhm.
There's like part of the statue somewhere. If I have a proper look around it, does it seem to be any mechanism or anything hidden about that, or is it literally just a broken piece of rock?
Yeah, you kind of investigate to see if there's any compartments or hidden things or something odd about it, and it just appears to be like any of these other statues, well made, and clearly broken off, like it's jagged to the point that this wasn't created this way. It clearly came off something larger, but other than that, you just see like nothing out of the ordinary.
Does it relate to anything from the murals we've previously seen, or?
Yeah, you'll see hieroglyphs with a lot of different animal heads. Like I said, that's pretty prevalent. So
Yeah.
you had seen some hieroglyphs with like snakehead men and other ones, just like you've seen like hippopotamus headed things and jackal headed, but nothing that stuck out, beyond everything else.
If we're trying, in theatre of mind for a second, if we're trying to from the hieroglyphs I've seen of those snake-headed ones, have always had like the same kind of image, like way it's standing. If it's
No, not
pointing
necessarily.
towards-
You know hieroglyphics, like they'll take a picture and then that means something, and then the way it's standing means something, right? And then
Yeah.
if something else is standing next to it in a certain way, it means something. So you definitely see them in many different ways because it's how they write with them.
I was just thinking if I could imagine a way that the statue was standing, if it was pointing to anything or
You would have to see the rest of the statue that it came from.
Yeah.
You would think to understand anything about it, yeah.
I'll take a quick note of the statue anyway, like little tracing. Or join the rest towards the hallway.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
What do we think? I mean, we gotta go down, right?
Can we check the hallway for traps?
Yeah. I'm gonna just
I think
take my
Already
mace and nudge Ren forward.
No, stop, no, I blocked it. I'm in front of him. Like, calm down, buddy. Don't step on my dick here.
I'm just pushing you forward.
Shit.
Listen, I will fucking smack you if you shush me again.
All right. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's very
Memnock.
Gideon.
Memnock, hold my lantern. Pass it off to Memnock.
Memnock's holding it with his feet and just like floating there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step
I'm
back
like-
then.
Yeah. I was like,
Memnock's
Gideon?
invisible though, so it's just a gyrating.
Just a light.
Yeah.
Is he invisible now?
you gotta,
Can he
gyrate
go
it,
invisible now?
Oh wait, no, he still can,
yeah,
right?
but you.
No, he can't. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
you're
point.
right.
He
Yeah,
can't.
you're
Nothing
right.
can go invisible.
I love floating lantern. It's happening later.
It's happening later. Then we put a
said,
sheet over him.
I say Gideon, and then I just don't say anything. I turn around and then I motion for Memnock to follow me, and we're gonna do some trap checking.
Okay.
Like nobody's ever seen before.
Meticulous.
But for the sake of it, you probably won't have to roll.
know
I'm
what you're
still checking traps too.
Ren,
Just-
Ren's
just-
yelling at Memnock like a dad yelling at his kid holding the light. Like, no.
Yeah. God damn
Move
it!
it
Can you
this
keep
way.
that thing straight?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So as you go ahead and move your character where you'd like to move. I'm assuming the whole time you're moving, you're checking for traps and like being methodical about it and all that. So as you, we'll pause right there for a second. As you make it to the first tee, you see that they go down quite a ways. If you look to your left, it goes down, whatever, 20, 40, 60, about 80 to 100 feet, and it looks like then turns right, or there's a door to your left. If you look down the right passage, you see that it dog legs or 90 degrees up, appears to go down a hallway up, and then again you can see what you see here. There's another passageway up ahead of you as well, to the left and right.
Can I yell back, like from down the hall, to Ren? Go that way. I'll send Memnock the other way just so we can get a look, and then we can keep going forward.
How's Memnock's vision?
He's just gonna float.
Yeah, but like, how's he like in terms of low light vision? Is he good? Is he cool?
He's one better than you and I.
All right, I'm gonna take the lantern back from him, and,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take in exchange. I'm gonna take a small sash and put it over his head. So I'm going right. He's going left.
I will
think?
have Memnock. Yeah, I will have him check for traps. He's just not very good at it.
Okay.
But he's gonna be floating.
Okay, go ahead and move your characters. You can roll a perception check for Memnock if you'd like. So as you make your way to the end, you see that it turns left and it goes about 10 feet and there's a door. That's Ren.
Standard swivel in the middle.
You do notice at the door that you're looking at, Ren, that there seems to be some sort of green residue that coats the edges of the door. Would you roll for perception for Memnock?
It was a 12.
Okay. Yeah, as he gets down there, he looks left and right, and he sees there's a door to his right and left. Otherwise, he doesn't.
Ordinary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, above. You can't read the. You see, there's hieroglyphs above that door, Ren. But I don't think. I think it was whoever had comprehend languages and Usk could possibly read them.
I think that's just.
I can
Joseph.
memorize what they look like, but yeah. Green residue. Could I take a closer look?
Yeah.
Poison, acid, Vulcan
With your
blood?
perception, as you get closer, you start to smell it, and it smells caustic. It smells a little bit like Bones smells right now after he fell in it.
So Bungo should still have comprehend languages up. 'Cause it
Okay.
cast that last session.
I got it. I'm like, oh.
Do you want to? You
Yeah,
can't like
okay,
you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
wanna
2
head back
doors
to-
down this way.
Bungo, as you make your way down to that, you kind of see the same thing with that green residue, but you look up at the hieroglyphs, and able to, again, it's like you see these, it just kind of forms into the language you understand, right? Like these pictures shape in your mind to the word that, and it says above it, the sea cows know how to open this door.
Something about manatees. You cows know how to open this door. That's weird.
It is weird.
Maybe whales?
To the other side.
Yeah, so you go to the other side and you see the same thing, kind of like the 2 doors, one to your right and one to your left, or one down and one up, whichever way you want to look at it. Sorry, 1 second here. Yeah, so that's what you see.
No words.
No words above those. Yep.
All right. Forward.
Probably the door that doesn't have acid around the corners, and I'll walk up to this door and.
Okay, so pause right there. So 2 things happen as Ren steps forward to kind of look here. You noticed to your left and right, there are statues. A pair of large blocky statues carved to look like humanoid hippopotamuses prevent passage to the east and west. Both hippos are carved with their mouths wide open, and there's a small hole carved into the back of each of their throats. Additionally, each hippo holds in its human-like hands a small stone box topped with a form-fitting lid. Small gaps between the statues and their respective walls allow you a glimpse of the corridor beyond them. So the statues cover most of, you can't really see much, but there's like a small area you can see past. It looks like the hallways continue. There's these hippo-headed statues, like men with hippo heads. Their mouth is open. Inside their mouth, there's a small hole carved into the back of their throat. In their hands is a stone box topped with a form-fitting lid. So that's what you see. Bungo, however, as you were over here, as you stepped right here, the floor below you gives way.
Sweet.
And actually, Gideon and Bones, can you give me a perception check, please?
Sure.
So you fall into a 30-foot deep pit.
13.
15.
Okay. Bones, you hear like a come from down the. Shit, I rolled like shit. So you take 9 bludgeoning damage, Bungo, as you fell 30 feet.
Really, they think I'd like to cast. Featherfall.
All right. You should tell me before I tell you the damage next time. But yes, you can.
Oh,
You can do it this time. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll take the 9.
So you hit the ground, and everything goes black. Bones, you run down there. You see there's an open pit, and you peer down. It's utter blackness.
Bungo!
I turned my ankle.
Can I hear him?
I'm following. I'm gonna follow. I'm just gonna say I'm following Bones if I feel like Bungo's in danger. Like, you know, if Bones is relaying something
I
happened
see
down
you.
here.
Yeah. If
I'm
I see you come up behind me, I'd be like, be careful. I don't know what he stepped on.
Hold on 1 second.
All right. Recognizing that no one's coming with me, I'm gonna run back too.
I'm not still there.
What's Alana and Usk doing right now? Nothing?
Sorry, 1 second.
You're
She's
good.
she's taking
Kinda
her time coming down the
confused.
hallway. You
I'm
ran
probably
past
attack-
her to catch up to them, and she's kind of just like making sure everything's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so as you run over there, you guys, whoever's makes their Bones and Gideon, you guys make your way and you see there's a open pit and you peer
Where does
down
it
into it.
Start exactly?
Oh, sorry, I'll show you. I forgot you guys. Can't
No,
see
that's
that
all right.
display. Hold on 1 second, and I can show you right now. Bam.
Okay.
You see it now?
Yeah, I just didn't want to get too close.
Yep. So as you peer down, it's like utter blackness, darkness. And I sent somebody a message if you haven't seen it yet. So
I scream down. I scream. You know what? I yell
Right,
down.
screen.
Yeah. Bungo!
you don't hear anything. Well, give me a perception roll.
Sure,
Bungo,
okay.
or I'm sorry, Bones and Gideon, actually, because you're both right there right now.
Sorry, make sure I don't have anything because I feel like it's important that I hear him.
Yeah.
Nat
Deadly, not
20.
dangerous.
Nat 20.
So
yeah.
you hear water. You hear a splashing of water down there.
Fuck.
What? What? Where is he?
Do you hear that? Listen.
No, I don't fucking hear a goddamn thing.
So now that he's kind of pointed out and you listen, now that he's kind of no, listen, you can
I'm
hear
like, quiet.
water splashing.
I point out like the dripping, like you hear it. It's like
Yeah.
rhythmic. Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna jump down there and get him.
So okay, as you jump down, you hit that like line of blackness, and everything goes dark, and you realize that like you couldn't see an inch in front of your face. You do hit something very hard. I need you to make a dex saving throw. You hit something hard.
That's cock. That's actually pretty darn good for me. Dex save 16.
So you take half. You only take 5 bludgeoning. As you hit something hard, it feels like you landed on like a crate or a box.
Okay.
But you feel like part of your body go into it. You almost, honestly, you could kind of feel like you're on top of a cage. You know what I mean? Like you hit the hard cage and like your arm slid into it, and and you reach down and you try to pull your arm out, and you feel like you're sitting on top of a.
Can I use my mutated man hairs to sense where Bungo is? Is he within
Yeah, you
10
can.
feet?
Fuck yeah, you can. So with your 10 feet, you realize you're sitting on top of a cage. More than likely not a physical cage as much as a magical cage, and it's underwater, and he's in the cage. So you've landed, this water's about 8 feet deep. There's some sort of magical cage you're on, and inside the cage you hear Bungo like struggling to get out.
My mace has the light spell on it. Is it light in
Right.
here, or is it suppressing the light?
It's suppressing the light.
Okay. Can I feel for like a point of contact? Like, is it bars and a roof, or
It's bars. Everything's bars.
everything's bars? All right.
Yeah, and because you can basically see around you for 10 feet, and what you sense is that there's no door to this cage.
Okay. But there are bars.
Magical bars, but yes, bars.
All right. Well, I don't fucking know what this shit is.
No, I hear you.
I'm gonna put my foot on one bar, and I'm gonna put my mace, my magical mace, in between that pivot point, and just try to bend the bar out for my halfling
Jumping in.
brother.
You
Because
can give me a, strength.
God, I don't want to roll a die right now.
So is
I was-
athletics or an athletics, I guess. Roll. It would have been at disadvantage because of the magic, but I'm gonna go regular because you have like
That's a
created a
17.
you feel your veins and biceps just about to burst, and you actually kind of feel the magic force start to bend, but you just before your arms give out. 1 second, I gotta look something up real quick. Sorry.
Um,
I'm gonna shout out bones.
Yeah.
can I hear Gideon?
Yeah. What is happening? Why is my fucking thing not working?
Can I hear Gideon when he screams?
Randomly my
God,
hold on,
that
my
was
keyboard
a
stopped working.
shitty
What the
ass
hell?
fucking
Oh.
roll too. I'm sorry, Todd.
I have something maybe for you, Todd, but I don't remember if it's attunement or not. So,
Sorry, my keyboard just randomly stopped working.
oh, you're
Oh.
good.
Second here. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, we're back. Sorry. I just gotta look up a spell real quick.
Today's pause has been brought to you by Shop A&D on Etsy. Look there for all your D&D needs, minis, and buildings.
Do you want to go to break, Damien? It's almost 11. While you
Yeah,
fix
yeah.
your stuff.
No, no, we're good. It's good. Back on. We'll finish
Okay,
this.
okay,
I don't want
okay.
to interrupt the stress of this moment. So, you cannot bend it. It's been. What's your constitution, Bungo?
You muted.
I know, I was making bubble noises. I 14, so +2 modifier.
Okay, so it's been 2 rounds. Your next round, you would have to make a save. But 1 second.
I don't get to try anything.
Hold on, I'm telling you right now. I've read your stuff. I'm
2 rounds. I've been down there for 12 seconds and haven't done shit. Just like,
well, you've been. Yeah.
But, yeah, you were.
You fell into magical darkness, into water, and if I really wanted, I mean, you might not be able to
Well, you-
use semantic
can't-
components while you're
Yeah, you
underwater.
can't cast
So
spells.
you can't cast what? So we got to look at what those spells, verbal and semantic. So you could use semantic, but you can't use verbal while you're underwater.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the spells you wish to use are not going to work. So, okay, it's been 2 rounds. You realize that the other spell you're going to cast probably could work, but you can't speak at the moment. What's everybody doing? Everybody else doing?
So, I have a question and an action maybe. The necklace of water breathing, was that attunement? It does not say.
Probably not then.
But it's a custom item, so it could have just, not been included as well. So I'll leave it up to you.
Let me look.
Oh, it says requires attunement here.
Yep, I was just about to. Yep, requires
Yep.
attunement.
So you're right. Okay. No, I guess you're not right, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to send Memnock into there, so I'll call him to me and send him there because he can see through magical darkness, and I want to
Okay.
get a grasp of what's going on.
You see, Bungo is struggling within a force cage underwater.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have dispel magic. Fuck.
I had
I
potions.
want to do blah, 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 blah.
What do those potions do?
Okay, I need a Constitution saving throw from Bungo. Time is ticking away.
Ah, fuck! Am I going under with him?
7.
No, it's like you're above it. You're standing on the cage, kind of, and it's
Yeah.
above the water.
And I'm just
Does-
seeing Bungo fucking drowned. Oh my gosh. This is not good.
Right.
Oh, that's horrible.
I got fucking.
I know by now.
What'd you roll for your
because I
con there,
saw-
Bungo?
A 7.
Okay.
Fuck
At the
this.
start. Okay, I gotta make sure I understand the drowning.
I need to cut my own throat.
I'm gonna jump down.
Can I take the javelin of lightning and like jump up and fuck no.
Water.
It's not good. It's water. Fuck.
Is the water flowing in a
You
direction, or is it
could
just
do
still?
That's not gonna work. I'm just gonna keep trying to bend a bar.
No, you can hold your breath for 2 minutes actually, so you got time.
Oh, nice. That's yeah.
But you guys are, eating it up, so
Yeah, I'm just trying to fucking
which is crazy.
make a hole.
Yeah, but how I don't
2
know
minutes.
anyone who can hold their breath for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think any one of you could hold your breath for 2 minutes straight, right? Like,
Probably not,
Yeah,
but
man,
I don't
we're also not
honestly know
superheroes.
if any of our
Right, but-
constitutions are 14.
but an average.
Yeah,
You're right.
Can I?
And
Can I
I'm
tell
proud
the
of that.
Can I tell the physical the bar's open too?
Can you what? Yeah, you can certainly try to. Oh yeah. Give me
See-
a athletics check.
I want to.
But it's at disadvantage because these are magic. He used his leverage in the magical mace to negate the disadvantage. It is possible to bend this force cage, though it is very hard to do.
I realize it's all fucking dark down there, and I
Yeah, you
know
jump
I
down.
saw Gideon.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and roll
I'm
your
jumping
dex
down.
save for the damage, for the falling damage.
I got this.
Give me a dex save there, Gideon.
26 plus
Yeah.
evasion.
Yeah, you're good.
I
You don't take
rolled
any
a
damage.
16.
Okay, so you feel Ren hit right next to you. He almost lands right on top of you, but he somehow lands. Again, his unnatural perception, most likely, or perhaps.
Put your
Lady
foot
Luck
there!
is looking down.
Grab onto this! Help me bend
What'd you roll, Bungo?
this bar!
13.
Yeah, say you
Give
grab
me a
it.
second to catch up. I gotta go real quick here. Am I underwater?
Nope,
No.
Underwater?
You're
your
on
feet,
top
your
of it.
leg, like up to your knees, maybe, or up to your ankles, on top of this
Okay.
cage.
Is the water
All right.
flowing, or is it still?
Still,
That's unfortunate.
How deep is it? Can I check?
it's hard to tell. You think it's at least 5 to 10 feet deep. Like it's at least probably 8 feet deep. You wouldn't really know, but you can guess pretty. He has his tremor sense,
All
so
right.
he knows. Never mind, that's right. So it's 8 feet deep.
All right.
You're not
Can I
100%
glance
blind.
around? Is there anything dangerous in the water?
Not that you know of.
A
All
halfling.
right, perfect. I'll be right back. You keep doing your thing, Gideon. Or no, I need a nickname. You keep doing your thing, Giddy. All right, we'll work on it. And I dive under, and I want to go under the water, and I want to try to like push the cage up, which would probably be a lot easier if Gideon wasn't on it. But it doesn't matter. I want to try. I'm working with buoyancy here.
Give me
And I
an
wanna
athletics
try to
roll
get-
at disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because it's a force cage. It's magic.
Magic.
It's not it's not really a physical.
17
Half
and all right, 14. 14.
Yeah, you're not budging it.
Man.
Does anyone remember if I used Bigby's hand last session?
It's been about a minute,
Oh.
at least. Yeah, it's been about a minute.
Do I get more than one attempt?
Tell me what
minutes?
No, once you've tried to bend it, like you get one shot. If you can't bend it, then you have to either take a short rest or, yeah, you can't just continuously try. It's like you've just unable to do it.
I
So
know.
you could try other things.
It's like 10 rounds.
Like, well, tell me what you. We're sitting here. We're out of combat. You tell me what you're doing. Like, it's no fun if we sit here for 30 minutes and let the drama of this seep away. It's a fucking. What are you doing? What's happening? Like, this should be a panic moment as he's drowning to death.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like, you can have
it's-
as many actions you want. Just tell me what you're doing.
I'm fucking taking my mace and I'm starting to hit a corner of this fucking force cage.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Roll damage.
I roll damage.
You don't have to roll to hit. Just roll damage.
Roll damage. Yeah, it's a fucking mace.
+2 mace though.
Yeah, it is. It is a +2 mace. 10 points.
Okay.
and I'm gonna just assume that from here on out, if I can't bend it, I'm fucking rage smacking this shit. Like I don't like seeing Bungo underwater. So
Yeah, it's horrifying.
yeah, moment of panic. That's what I'm doing.
Bungo, what would you like to do? I want to make sure you get your.
I was search for like a lock or something, like some way to open it.
Yeah, give me investigate, or what is it? Perception. I don't know. What would it be? You're feeling with your hands. Perception at disadvantage because you're blinded. Alana.
So Alana comes into the room after seeing everyone rush over there, and she's casting detect magic because she's sensing something's going on with the darkness and everything.
So you find that there is magic. The darkness is magical, as well as some sort of evocation spell down there is glowing as well.
Okay.
The cage he's in.
Right. Is there a magical trigger anywhere that be seen, or is it just?
There are 2 glyphs on the walls that glow with the detect magic.
That out to Usk that these are lit up. It could be a cause of something.
I'll investigate them.
So you can't see them without, like, she can detect the magic of them, but it's in the darkness. So she tells you where they're at, but you can't see them.
Is there anything? Because I haven't jumped in yet. I've just been looking through them. Is there anything on the in the hallway that looks like it's like any runes that are glowing or anything like that?
In the hallway, no.
No. Okay. So it's all contained down there.
Yep.
This is gonna be sketchy as fuck, but I'm doing it because I can apparently hold my breath for 15 minutes because I'm a fucking lizard wizard.
That makes
Nice.
sense.
I'm gonna jump in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to do the. I sense through my familiar because tremor sense and kind of come back and like back and forth to figure out where I'm going.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and approach the ruins that.
Give me an intelligence
Pointed out.
check. Like an intelligence save, I guess.
Okay. Save 23.
With your big brain energy, you're able to easily be able to kind of orient yourself through that, and you are able to find these glyphs glowing on. One is clearly some sort of glyph of evocation, and one is of whatever this spell is. One is a glyph of both of them are evocation. Sorry. Got like basically one on the far side, like the north side and the south side.
More. Good.
Bungo?
I rolled the 22 for investigation or perception, whatever it was, when I was looking for.
Yep. You don't find any. It doesn't appear to have any door lock.
Okay.
I know this isn't how the spell was intended. Oh shit, I'm underwater, it wouldn't work. Are the glyphs under the water? Or are they...
Yes.
Yeah, but your head isn't, right? They're standing on top. Yeah, they're standing on top of the cage. They don't have to be fully submerged.
Could I still reach like with my hand and touch the glyph while head, so I could still? Okay, this will have to be you rolling. It's not the wave spell as intended, but could I channel counter spell?
No. You know that. This is a prime dispel magic situation, right?
It's the one thing I fucking didn't grab.
Yeah.
I forgot
However,
about
I will
it.
say you're a mage. It is possible to disrupt the glyph without magic using Arcana and like. So you do know that.
I guess I'm doing that. I was trying to think of a quicker way to.
How
get
big is
around it.
the cage?
5 foot by 5 foot by 8 foot.
I'm gonna jump in on top of the cage.
Ah!
Use
Another
mold
one!
and I'm gonna raise the bottom of the cage up.
Remember, you tried to affect the stone and stuff. This place is unaffected. Like you can't affect.
Even in this underwater.
Of
weird
course, it's all
place.
part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you gonna do? What? One of you was gonna say something? Because you're running. You got about 20 seconds before he starts.
I wanna swim back up, get to the cave, and be like, guys, this thing isn't moving. We got to do something about the water. Can we get this water out of the way? I'm gonna take a big deep breath. I'm gonna swim down, make eye contact with Bungo. Be like,
You can't see him. Darkness. You can't see each other. Pitch black.
right. Can I feel him thrashing at least?
Yeah, you could reach through the cage, and you guys are like grasp arms as his panic is setting in.
I'm gonna pull on Bungo. I'm gonna pull out his little arms, and I'm gonna grab him by the back of his neck, which I'm sure is all like curly knots and wet weed. I'm gonna try to get right on his lips and blow fresh oxygen into him.
I don't know how viable that really is. I don't think you can. I don't think that's something that people do.
Fine. No, hey, look, I tried.
Well, at least to give you like
You know what?
at least to give them enough extra.
Yeah.
I know you see in the
Can you
movies, but
call
I'm
it,
not so
like,
sure.
Roguish
And
inspiration.
the longer you hold in your lungs, the more carbon dioxide.
Yeah,
or
the more
whatever it
I'm
is.
eating the oxygen up. I know
Yeah.
how it works.
What do you? Well, Alana, what are you
Red.
doing?
Well, Ren's dead, so he doesn't actually retain the.
True.
oxygen.
Good point. He's not
So,
breathing.
Boy, I don't breathe.
and he doesn't need to be.
That means
Hey,
he kind of
thanks
doesn't have
for
to breathe
being in the
underwater,
moment.
though.
Thanks for being in the
hold it.
moment.
That's true. He doesn't
Right.
have to hold his breath.
What if
Okay,
what if I
so
swallow
Thanks
a
for
bunch
being
of
in the
air,
moment.
Okay? And
So,
then I belch it into
when-
him.
so are part of their bodies out of the darkness while they're standing on top of the cage, or no?
No.
But they can hear though. It's not silent.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
dark. I'll ask Us, did it work? Did what you tried work? I can't see him.
I've got one last thing to try.
If that doesn't work, ask Gideon to hit the glyphs.
Can I try something?
Yep.
Can I cast Lehman's Tiny Hut?
I think it's too big.
It doesn't work
It is
that
probably
way.
too big, and it is verbal
It's verbal.
components, so you have to.
Damn.
Can you
Use
reach
mouth.
the top of the cage to like
No,
slurp
it's
some
above.
air?
it's above the.
It's
the
the
top
water
of the
above
cage.
it.
All right.
I wanna,
So
like,
listen,
shout
if
out
I know
to you
it's
guys,
getting
but, like,
close,
yeah.
I'm gonna get underneath the cage and try to lift the fucking cage up.
Okay. What did you? What are you trying to do?
Good luck.
As you said, I'll be using my Arcana or Investigation, try and disrupt the room.
Give me an Arcana check.
I really use my
That's a
fucking
dirty
language
20.
right now.
So which one on the north or the south side?
I'm currently working through Tremor Sense, so I would just gone.
It can be random. I'll roll 1 to 10. It's north.
Yeah.
You are on the south side. So as you notice the glyph and you realize, hey, if I can break it here, and if I apply, I could write another sigil here,
Yeah.
and I think it'll break. And as it does, as you finish that, there's a little sound as the cage disappears. It's still dark, but you see, you guys, whoever's standing on the cage falls into the water as Bungo kind of shoots up finally, literally seconds away from passing out as he takes a.
I'll head back out water. Got one.
You guys
the
can take
other!
a second at that point to disrupt the other glyph.
Yeah, help him
And the
pull everybody
darkness
out.
fades, and you see now
Yeah.
you're just in a pit in the bottom, in about 10 foot of water. As he fell through, the glyphs activated, creating darkness in this cage
Yeah.
around him.
I'll help. I'll like grab Bungo's hand and help pull him
You guys
out.
are able to pull him up as he's,
Mhm.
I'll give him a big
coughing up
hug.
water and everything as his
Holy
life flashed
shit.
before his life.
Fucking lizard MVP.
Glad I heard you scream.
Fuck.
Good job, everybody.
Sorry.
We
sorry about
we
that.
can take our break there.
All right.
So yeah, it,
Vocals one are
We're
good.
on.
Sorry, Jeff. I don't mean to cut you off. I just see that it's 11:24.
no, it's fine. I was just gonna talk about how I was grooming Noah from.
When did I start playing with you guys? 16? Something like that?
We'll save
It's
that for
probably
the private.
something we should
Noah-
have put online.
Noah, listen to me. I want you to hear me. It's not your fault. Look at me. Look at me.
No, it's Jeff's.
It's Jeff's fault. It's Jay, let's be honest.
His whole
Right,
life.
Are we back
I'm
on?
sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm sorry,
We're good.
but I gotta
Oh,
say
wait.
this has been bugging my mind this whole time.
We're good.
Hefe right now, if he had a slight beard with some beads in it, he would look like a knockoff Jack Sparrow.
A Timu Jack Sparrow.
We have Jack Sparrow at home. You know,
Yeah.
Pharaoh. It's this thing. I get it.
Timu. It's the French version. No offense. No offense
in
to any of our French followers.
John Hall from Hall Oates.
Yeah.
Or John Oates. whatever.
I'm from a country who's most known for fucking sheep.
yeah, that's gonna get us. That's
We
that's
just
really gonna help with
lost
our
2 followers.
international followers.
It was Sheep Herder 1 and Sheep Herder 2. All right, I'm done.
You know, you build 1,000
know,
bridges.
The shepherds, they're a real huge part of our
yeah.
our audience. Okay.
All right, are we back on?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah, our viewership has dropped dramatically, but we're back on. So yeah, you guys have just saved Bungo's life. It was quite a dangerous trap. You're starting to realize that this place is designed to kill you, and that to be wary. But now you know where the pit is. You're in that hallway. There's a door to your up and one down below you, and that's where you're at. There's something about sea cows roaming around.
Look, guys, I found the sea cows.
Hey,
They're.
get on track.
I'm on track.
Lock
I'm
it up.
telling you. I found the fucking sea cows.
Wait, hold on. Bungo, are you okay?
You want a little jab of
I got my
this?
breath back. I was a little worried there. Couldn't use any of my.
Yeah, that was
use
close.
any of my-
But then wouldn't you? Also, as a good adventurer, you learn from that, right? Bungo might be thinking, I'm never going to let that happen again. Maybe if I got a ring of spell storing, I could have a few spells stored away that I wouldn't need my voice to cast, right? Like, that's what experience is about. Trying to figure out, like, how can I not? I almost died, and it was my friend saved me. How can I not put myself? Or maybe, I don't know. The Usk would be like, God damn it! That was a moment where he realized, why do I not know Dispel Magic? Like, he would know that spell existed, right? So that's how adventurers, I think, would survive.
I had
Right.
to spell magic.
Well,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, I forgot to grab it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that in a bad way towards you at all. Like, I'm
No,
just
no.
saying, like, that's the fun of it. He'd be like, oh, there's the chink in my armor, right?
All right, I'm gonna poke Bungo with my tiny little staff of healing, and I want to pump him full of.
Are you guys touching tiny
I'm
little
gonna-
staffs?
No, I'm touching him.
I just
with
imagine
my-
Bungo's like breathing real heavy, and you just see the little staff come up, and he's like, it's like the staff hand is like, yeah, just real sensually down his lip.
Hey, David, like I said, no one plays red better than you. So I'm saying, lead in hard because I am only gonna be like, yes, and
That's funny.
and I'm gonna pump him full of 4 charges.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well,
and I hope he accepts them.
no,
Bungo or who?
I need that
Bungo.
many charges.
He doesn't actually seem injured. Looking
Yeah,
at him,
you're
you don't think he's hurt.
Damage because
That's nice.
Apart from like his fall, he's a little hurt from the fall, but
All right, well then I'll just give it. If he's not that hurt, I'll just pump him with 1 charge.
He just
You know,
gives
I
him
don't
the
want to
pinky.
waste my charge.
He gives
Pump
him
me
the
up.
pinky.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'll just give him the little pinky.
Strong hand.
Take my strong. Oh my god. I thought they were 1d6. They're 1d8 plus 2. All right. Well, enjoy 9. I
That's
pumped
my
you full
number.
of a metric that could only be described as a 9.
He all the wounds he had, your twisted ankle and your broken pinky pinky toe that hit on the ground, kind of cracks back into place. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Someone stick their hand in the hippo mouth.
Oh, I smile and I have a cigarette.
You disgust me. All right. What are you guys doing? We got to get it back on
Yeah.
serious stuff here, guys. Serious stuff. Let's get on this.
I say we leave this side alone for now. We'll come back to it.
Left is death. That's what we used to. That's the motto we
Right
used
is
to go
always
by.
right.
How about
We
you
went the
guys?
opposite. Right is always
Or
right.
no, you go left because the right way's wrong.
Stay behind me, Ren. You stay in front. Let's be smart about
So,
this. Please.
The other
Give
door
him out
said the sea
lantern.
cows got it away or something bullshit like that, Nova Way.
Yeah.
And you said there was acid on the door.
This door,
Do
the
we
door
really-
over here.
Do we really want to open that door?
I don't think we need to.
No, I gotta. Ugh, I hate to say this. I got a bad feeling about that door.
It's a trap.
Ren, you're our only hope.
Yeah, so we should just try to play with just.
Lead
I'm
us.
the weirdest boner right now. Here's what I want to do.
Gideon, take the lead.
Gideon.
Can we go up the
follow
hallway?
me.
Yeah, I'm following.
You guys have full control of your character. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This way.
You're
Take a little
telling me.
peek-see.
What's that door?
Yeah, so you
front?
make you see the hippopotamus headed statues to your left and right,
Right.
door in front of you.
You see
I'll
those sea
acknowledge.
cows?
I'll acknowledge his previous comment about sea cows. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's leave him alone.
Thank you.
You guys
Alright,
should check
thank
the
you.
traps.
Wait. All right.
I think
I'm
Yeah.
assuming I think Ren's checking traps basically is how I'm
Yeah.
kind of taking it.
I'm checking traps 24/7. I'm looking for traps on you guys, especially the lady.
So yeah,
Holy
so a
crap
pair of
is
large
my
blocky
zipper.
statues carved to look like a humanoid hippopotamus prevent passage to the east and west. Both hippos are carved with their mouths wide open with a small hole carved in
With
the
a
back. They're
big
holding
hole in their throat.
form-fitting slit. Small gaps let you look through. Oh, unfortunately, I guess now you would notice it. There are hieroglyphs on the floor in front of the statues that read, "Use their treasure wisely."
Is it the same for both?
Do
All
we
right,
have any
let's
treasure
get
for
you-
them?
No. They're holding little containers with ornate tops,
Sorry.
if I recall. And I'm out of my depth here. We got to get Usk up into this, and also they have holes in the back of their throats. So
Don't get any
you
ideas,
know what I'm
Ren.
thinking?
No.
I'm
You said we
just
can
saying.
see. You said we can see like behind the statues, like it leads into another hallway.
Yep.
Can
Are they holding any weapons? What's their pose? I'm sorry if I missed it.
No, they're not holding weapons. They're just holding a form-fitted
Okay,
box in their
okay.
hand. Like,
Sorry.
yep.
Thank you.
No, you're good.
The gap that leads behind the statues. Would my snake fit through the gap? Past the
I was gonna
statues.
say,
Sure.
we can actually just bamf them behind the statues because we can see.
Well,
Would
yeah,
his
you got it.
snake
them up here
fit
so
down
you
the,
can-
the hole in his throat?
I got so much to
Sorry.
Jeff,
say right now.
God.
I'll take one. You take the other.
Yeah, so let me do something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put I have a token made that's an owl.
sure.
I know yours is a snake, but we're gonna just use this so
Yeah,
it
it's fine.
makes things easier. Let me create your thing real quick so that we can.
Yeah, find familiar bros.
Yeah, they just slither off. You never see them again. Memnock grabs the snake and eats it.
He would.
Sorry, I'm just trying to put this in here real
Creating
quick for
your
you.
snake. Don't stick your snake in the hole.
That's gotta be a title of an album for like an 80s metal band.
Don't be a pussy. Give it a shot. Like,
Actually, the song title is probably like I stuck my snake in a hole. Like it's a
okay,
story
you guys
you're
go on the
telling.
opposite sides. Can you see out of your can you control that, and can you see on it, Kieran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you guys see that there's these hallways that go, or these long hallways that go around the other side.
Nice and slow, Usk. Check for traps.
You guys can give me a perception roll.
Where is my snake friend?
Nat 20. Let's go.
Let's go!
I'll show it to you if you want.
Chat has entered the room.
That's my second one tonight.
What'd you roll, Usk?
I cannot for the life of me remember how to do perception checks for familiars.
So
just roll your
perception.
Yeah,
If you're
'cause
looking
through
for
it.
size, yeah.
I'll just use mine. Oh.
Wait, no, I think that's wrong.
Okay.
I think you have to use the.
Just roll your 20, and we'll see. You know, if you're like at a 13, then we'll figure out what is. But if you roll
I have
a
it right
2,
here. I have a
then-
list of all the.
I
familiar
rolled
options.
15 on the dice.
Okay.
It's a
So,
poisonous snake.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
So
It's
it's a
a
15. Just a
venomous.
15 then.
Okay. You guys don't notice any traps as you make your way down the hallways.
I do have. It does have blind sense as well, 10 feet. If that helps with anything.
Okay. Yep. So it does. I actually gave it way too much blind sight. I'm sorry, blind sight or dark vision.
Blind.
Oh, okay.
blind
Does it have dark vision?
No.
So you would have to look through your eyes with your. Oh, yeah. So it can't see actually. Yours can't see because it
Yeah.
is dark back there.
It just.
So it can
it'd
see
be
10 feet in
mainly
front of
through
it though.
blind sight.
So it's just got the small perspective.
Yep. That's okay though. There you go.
It's still good.
All right. So as you make your way, Memnock makes his way around. You see that this is it curves around. It looks like it goes back to the other hallway, and there's a semicircular alcove. It contains an 8-foot-long, 3-foot-wide stone sarcophagus decorated with ivory and gold. There appears to be above the wall some sort of hieroglyphs.
Usk.
What did
There's
they
a-
say?
There seems to be a tomb of some sort. It's made of ivory and gold.
Ivory and gold.
Do you think it's? You'll have to get close enough to read it, Usk. It's.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing this is probably the same.
Yep. So yeah, you have to kind of like slither right up to it, get within 10 feet.
Yeah.
And you see that it says the key is found at the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Ugh. Nope.
But I'll come back to to me, not through snake. It mentions something about a key in the sarcophagus.
All right, so we find the sarcophagus, dig around in a bunch of
Didn't-
gross ashes.
Didn't that other door have a keyhole?
Did.
You mean the well?
There's another.
No,
well?
the
The
at
door
the
with
bottom
the
of the
jackal
well.
heads.
with jackal heads.
That one did.
The room that I fireballed you in, there was 2 ways. One with jackal heads and the way we've gone.
Birds.
The jackal head door appeared to have a giant keyhole.
I'll start
Alright.
looking around for the key with Memnock, just like around the base, like the bottom at first, and then working my way upward and
You're looking for what?
a key around this.
Oh, around it?
Yeah.
Yep. As he looks around, you don't see anything outside the sarcophagus.
How would it open? Does it look like it would be like a slide
The
top?
lid, yeah, the lid would slide off.
So
I'll say to
um,
the snake, so it's just you and me hearing it. Do you want to push it off? I don't know if these things
Do
can,
you-
but
do
we
you-
can try.
do you see the snake head just? I'll kind of circle it to try and get the snake to have any hieroglyphs on the sarcophagus, if it relates to maybe who's in it, any murals on the walls.
No, apart from it, no, and the only hieroglyphs in here actually are is what it says. So it's not covered like a lot of the other places. So you don't see any indication on who or what's inside there. Yeah, I can hear you guys. I just gotta grab something real quick, but
I'll I'll say to the snake. Actually, I'll say to
Okay.
Us out loud.
Okay.
Does this look like any other sarcophaguses you've seen? Does it look similar to any other pharaohs or kings or anything like that?
Sarcophagi.
Sarcophag.
No, I'm just kidding.
well, that depends. If
Sarcophagi?
sarcophagus is a Latin word, then it is sarcophagi. But if it's Greek or other one, then it'd be sarcophaguses actually. So
Yeah.
Or
just throwing that out there.
And obviously,
Sarcophagus.
I
being
wait
a-
sarcophaguses. I'm just saying.
No, I was just trying to top like douche over you. You know what I mean? Like be more of a douche than.
While both are accepted, sarcophagi is the more common plural form.
Well, no, look up what the word
Greek
sarcophagus
origin.
is. It a Latin? Does it
It's
come
Greek.
from Latin?
All
So
right,
then it should be
guys.
sarcophaguses.
We know
Even
you're
if it is more
smart.
accepted, technically the grammatical
Technically.
term is sarcophagus. Sorry. Anyways,
guys, slow down.
We're
feel-
such fucking nerds.
I feel like I need to go back to elementary school right now. All right, you guys are killing me with this shit.
all right, what are you guys doing?
Fancy teaching Latin in elementary.
Um,
school.
I went to a fancy school. No,
Does it? Do I see any runes that look magical? Even if
no,
they're
you don't
not
see.
active?
Nope, you don't see any runes or any like yeah, any carvings like that, glyphs or.
Feels almost safe to push off.
So tracking back a little bit, relating to what Bones said through Memphis to me, to Snake, me. Does this style of sarcophagus relate to anything? Do I know anything about this
No, because there's really like it.
using history was?
Yeah, it doesn't have any markings or indication of anything in like specific, right? Like no names, no.
Really, more what Bones was asking was like, does this look similar to like other pharaoh, even just in how it's designed?
Sure,
In terms of like, would royalty? Does this look like a royal sarcophagus or that type of thing?
yeah.
More than
So
like specific details.
you would know that a sarcophagus like this would be for somebody important. It doesn't have to be royal necessarily, but the average person certainly isn't getting a sarcophagus like this, or even like probably like it would either have to be some sort of royalty or maybe like a part of the somewhere up in the but it definitely to get something like this you would definitely be of moderate importance in a society for sure.
I'm just gonna say that if Usk and Bones are doing their like blind eye talking back to each other through their familiars, which is out loud, I'm gonna go to the end of the hallway so I can keep an eye.
Okay.
I probably can't even see. Can I squeeze past these?
No, there's like it's like 6 inches, like it's
Okay.
not very much.
All right,
Don't-
so I won't
Don't
even.
wander too far.
Yeah,
Don't wander
Okay.
too far.
I was. All right, never mind. Shut up. Fuck you.
I didn't mean to scold you. I love you.
I'm gonna say.
I
we just,
trust
bring my.
your views. I know you have value.
I'm gonna bring Snake back.
Okay, what are you guys doing? I can bring him back over. You're going through there. Oop. What you doing?
What are we doing?
Look, there is a potential puzzle here where we could try to appease these open-throated hippos, if you know what I'm saying. But it may be too complicated for us to do tonight. So, do we want to check out some other doors? Or is that going to backfire too?
Another
feel
thing,
like
this
Come on, let's
pathway, this pathway we're currently taking seems to lead us to a key to the previous door.
And we know that the sea cows know the way. Did I get that right? Sea
To
cows know
the
the answer. Sea
to
cows
the
have the
acid
key.
room.
Sea
It's
cows
one of
know how
those.
to open this door. It's actually pretty blunt.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm shitty at the actual details, but I paraphrase.
So they could,
My
the
only
sea guys
concern.
have something in their little sealed chest too. That it said use their treasure wisely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Go
saying,
open
and
it.
I think it has something
Scared
to
about
do
opening
with their
those.
throat hole. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something we can solve, tonight.
We could open it.
So I'm saying, do we try to explore any other avenues, or
Check the other previous doors.
How is
to the
everyone-
left?
Huh?
My only concern is the path we're on right now feels like the right one, and any diverting, as we've already seen, could lead to unnecessary
drowning
pain.
box.
that's true too. That is very true. But all right, I'm gonna come clean with you, fucking blood pumping livers. And by livers, I mean people who are alive.
I'm gonna insight check him. As soon as Ren said he's gonna come clean, I'm really going
Getting
to.
like, finally.
I can't be healed anymore. I have a very limited way to maintain this existential metric of how healthy one might be versus closer to death, which is weird because I'm post death. You know what I mean?
Get
I
out
went
of
through
here.
it, and then I'm.
Is that what the smell is?
Yeah, no, of course, and I've been trying to cover it up. Is anyone?
Actually, I think that's me.
Oh, it's just onion, isn't it? Fuck.
To stay behind me and tell me what to look for.
Ren, are you suggesting we take a nap? Because I would be very open to a nap.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
guys
where I was.
feel comfortable sleeping here?
No.
No. Especially after we left 2 tents up topside.
All right.
Or
I
we jumped
feel-
down and
If
fell.
I
you
feel
want-
less comfortable, Gideon, not having the ability to do anything.
Okay. So then I will keep an eye out.
You don't have to. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm just gonna sit
I
there.
don't need to rest.
I don't either.
You could
Jesus
exhaust
Christ.
Gideon.
We should all hang out. You guys want to play any games?
No, you need to sit still. Remember,
Yeah, but we could
you can't
probably
do
play a
anything.
game or two.
You can't.
Maybe a word game.
You want to play it?
I literally can't.
I know 4 words.
Literally can't.
So,
Oh, how's that word work? Never mind.
By the way, I'm a high elf too, so I only have to rest for like 4 hours. The rest
God,
I'm
we
just
could have
chilling
the
out, so we're all
coolest
just chilling
Late
out.
night parties.
Yeah.
But all right, is anyone down with like? Do you think we could find a safe little nook? I mean, I feel a little weird. Like I feel like these hippos. I mean, these sea cows are judging us. But like, what do you guys think?
are they? What are they made of? What material are the sea cows made of?
Stone.
Stone?
Stone.
What do you think, Bungo?
What? Quick thing. So there's, from what I remember, these guys were planning a big ritual soon. How long have we been down here?
You've been down here for. You did take a short rest, so you've been down here for total time, hours, 6, 8 hours maybe, 6, yeah, 6, 8 hours, more around there. I guess he
Does
would know
anybody-
exactly, so probably 6 hours.
Does
Every time we
anybody
do that,
remember when they
You give like the answer, and then you go,
when
"No, it's 6 hours."
Yeah, because he knows everything all the
Yeah.
time. So.
does anybody remember when they said we were planning on the major big ritual or whatever?
Of course, I remember. It was exactly on.
No, you guys never heard it. Yeah, you never heard the exact time. Just that something was going on.
They have our weapons, remember? Right?
Wait, they were doing a ritual? Am I forgetting something?
Well, they
I
talked
know
about
we
like
did our ritual.
Well, there's a lot of things going. Yeah, it wasn't really. They never mentioned a ritual, but it seemed like there was a lot of stuff
Well,
going
they've-
on, like something.
Yeah,
was
like
happening.
Has a certain big day approaching.
Well, no,
Oh,
you're
the
talking about when
moon.
the moon. You're a week
Yeah.
away
Yeah,
from
that's
that. Yeah, yeah.
week,
Okay.
or a
Okay.
week. Yeah.
Not as pressing as I thought it would be. But then again, on the other side, they still have your lot's items.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
That's a big part of it, though. That's
That's the whole reason wasn't down here.
And there's something stopping me from getting mine.
well, yeah.
Something
You just
stopping
feel like
Rob.
everybody's learned that teleporting in this place is,
Yeah.
Hard.
I say we
So?
take a nap. Do you want a long nap?
that'll be your second long rest or short rest, before a long. Remember,
Yeah.
you can only have to take 2 short rests between long rests. Well, you can take as many short rests, but you only get the benefits of 2 short rests between long rests. So.
I
say yeah.
I'm fine. So I'll take
Yeah.
watch. Whatever you want to do.
Long nap.
Brent needs it.
Okay, you guys gonna take a short rest? Try to take a short rest.
Attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes an hour goes by uneventfully. I mean, quiet. You guys can take a short rest.
Hell yes.
I'm gonna roll one
I'll
hit
get
die.
some decent hit dice.
Yeah, I don't need to do anything.
You better get
In
in the
theory,
action,
you could not
baby.
take you could not use any of your short rest stuff or regain any of your short and wait for another one because individually you can each. You know what I mean? Like you could rest as many times as you want. You can only get the benefits of a short rest twice. So if you're not, taking
Like
those
getting
benefits.
spells back and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. You can't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
anything back, but then you could take a short rest later. Whereas one of you might use, like I think Bones, this will be a second time. So if someone else didn't, yeah, in theory, that might get confusing. But I'm trying to be as fair as.
No, yeah.
Jeez, that almost makes me not want to take one hit die.
Exactly. Maybe
I'm
you're
not gonna-
So
I'm
instead
not
of you taking
gonna-
a short, you're on high alert, not really resting,
yeah,
watching,
yeah,
keeping.
absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you. 100%.
I'm all
Not
out
that
of
I'm the GM and making this decision. I'm just Andy
No, but it's
saying,
good.
you know
that-
what?
I want it to make sense to you guys.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Let's.
I'll
are we
just sit in my cubby corner reading books.
I could try and pull the top off of the sarcophagus. I think I can get it off just with Memnock. Take a bit.
Do we really want to
I
trigger
mean, I
that?
guess I'll help. I'm not very strong, but I'll help if I see Bones trying.
Yeah, but we
get
can't.
back
Get,
there.
we can't get back there.
This is in that area behind where only our
Where we got our
familiars could get to.
familiars.
Sorry, never mind.
So I'm gonna give Memnock the bag of holding, so he has all the stuff. And I have block and tackle. which allows me to move much more weight than.
What are
I
you
would-
attaching the to?
That's what the problem that Bones has to try and figure out. So, I have some pitons, I forget how they're pronounced.
Piton.
Piton. So can I like try and hammer one of those, or have Memnock try and
the
hammer?
walls are impervious to damage.
Okay,
So hammering something into it doesn't.
that's
Can I
unfortunate.
can
about
I
like a
investigate
crowbar?
these?
Crowbar could possibly be used, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
He's just an imp, so I understand. But you know, crowbar, he'll try his best.
so
Seriously, like
what's your strength? I'm basically going to double your
it's
strength
-2,
because it's not a roll.
so it's 6.
6, so 12. Yeah, you even with the crowbar, he's like,
Yeah.
you just can't. It doesn't
Okay.
budge.
I'll
Big bump-
investigate the statues a bit better.
Okay.
Okay.
They, like I said, there's a hippopotamus. They're holding the box. They got the hole in the back of the throat.
Us opening or taking the box, I want to see, will that trigger anything on the
If you do what?
statue? If we go to open the box or move the box what they're holding.
Are you trying to open it? Like as
No,
you
I
go
wanna
to do it, nothing happens.
I'm not
You got your
touching
hands
the
on the
rock at all,
lid?
I've-
And
No.
you okay. Well, then nothing
I'm ju-
happens.
I'm ju-
Yes, you reach for it, nothing happens.
I'm trying to discern that if is there a mechanism of if I take this off, will something happen? I'm trap checking.
Yep. So you and Ren and both, you guys don't see that like a trap.
I'll
And you know his passive is extremely.
I'm sure it's
I'll
safe.
kind of I'll kind of look behind me real quick just make sure nobody.
You slide, you can pop the stone top off it. You see that there is a potion inside, and with a hieroglyph around, like a potion container has got hieroglyphs on it. And you kind of investigate the hieroglyphs. It says gaseous form.
It's a potion of.
Who is at the
Gaseous
north?
form,
Oh,
safe.
yeah. Sorry. So one more thing.
Great
You
move,
can
Oos.
go through.
Let's check the
Yeah.
other one.
Agreed.
If you wanted to, you could go through, and it's just gonna let you get to that sarcophagus and flip it over, or go through it to find whatever key. Or we could just find another way through that door, and then save the 2 potions. So,
I mean, I'm holding on to it for now, but
See what's in
Wasn't
the
there a saying with it, like use them wisely or something?
It did
I
say
use
use their
these treasures
gifts wisely.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
That's
so
all
check
the
the other one.
intelligence you get from Gideon. All night.
I'll go see
look
what's
at
in the other one.
side.
Or yeah, there you go.
You slide it open. It's the same thing. Potion says gaseous form.
Okay, so 2 potions of gaseous form.
One person to go in and check traps, one person to pull the lid off. Gideon?
Ow.
Ren?
Boys, what was in the boxes again? As I asked from down the end of the hallway.
It's
Two
What?
2 potions of gaseous form.
Are they full? As the DM walks away.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, I'm here. I can
Gases.
hear you. Yes. Yep. They're full.
Oh, okay.
You good?
I'm just curious if people have come down here and used them to hide our things or not.
That's clever.
Because it looks like the box have been touched recently.
Good question. No. You can see like dust fell off of it when you opened it.
Do we
Oh.
think we're going the right direction?
I feel like we are.
We haven't found any other direction to go. We've been
Well, I mean,
following
there's
the
a
only
How
few
way
far
other
was
around.
the other well?
we have some other options, but this, like, we're following the sea cows, and the sea cows know how to open the lock, right? Did I get it? Was I closer than?
Perfect
Sea
memory.
cows
You
know
have.
the way or something.
Sea cows know how to open the door.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The door, not the lock. Idiot.
If I look down the hippopotamus's throat, is there anything down inside
Down the what? What are you looking down?
the throat hole?
No, I don't think. Yeah, just a hole.
Oh shit, man.
Children.
Stop it. That's for afterwards, God.
Yeah, no, you don't notice anything.
My apologies.
Well, we might have to pick this up in our next episode of.
Oh, never ever happened of putting your hand down an unknown hole.
But
On next on.
No, you know what? I
Yeah,
was
we
thinking.
can end here if you guys are
All right.
ready. I mean, it's up to you. I'll keep going, but if you guys are, if it's gonna be
I will
rough.
say that I think the vibe over on our coast is it's getting a little late.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
It's
This
almost
is
like
you guys.
5 a.m. So.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I understand. You guys. So we'll end here. You guys are in front of these statues. You found some potions of gaseous form, some hippos with holes in their throat, and a sarcophagus. Quite a lot of information to take in, so
Yeah.
it'll be good. Yeah, you guys will have time to.
Interesting point too. Going back to the other well.
The potion would have come in handy.
I would make the point that I did forget to say that you can, in that room where you guys came down the well, you can see the hole to the other well. They look like they both come to that room.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, that's my bad.
fucking
I didn't.
way.
Yeah, I didn't mention that.
No, that's good.
I
Okay,
meant
that's good
to.
know.
I did mean to ask that, but shit happened.
No, that's great because that was a good point flash of like, are we even like going the right direction? But I mean, yeah, we seems like there's one direction.
Yeah, this one. Alana's been hanging back, observing everything you guys are doing.
Look, I think there's more directions, but I think
so
we're
too,
on the right
but-
path.
So far,
I know.
Yeah.
There's that one band that says it's One Direction. So. I'm saying.
I love.
I feel like
them.
there's a lot of
Of course you do.
there's
Oh
a
my
lot
God,
of
I love
information.
Ethan.
Of course you do. All right. So with that being
I don't
said,
even know if that's-
thanks
I just-
Damien for running tonight's session. That's pretty badass, and I'm fucking super happy to be back in the swing of things. Tuesday we have Arcanus Rebirth. There's only a handful of sessions left, so make sure you tune in for that. And then we'll be back here next weekend with another episode of When Black Roses Bloom.